Hello, my name is Michael Barrasso.
I'm James Glenn.
I'm Chris Lantini.
And I'm Brandon Hickson, and this is our project, the Configurator.
Our product is an action figure with interchangeable parts, so the legs, head, and arms are removable. Who will use it? Anyone ages 3 to 10. That was our design area. But it could also be used by anyone who likes action figures or anyone who has a Happy Meal. What it will be used for, you can play with other action figures that you have or other action figures that you get from Happy Meals. You can play with friends, you can trade with friends, and you can mix and match to make whatever you'd like.
Because our toy is an action figure, the markets will be choice of action figures and or figurine collections. So there's a whole bunch of different competitors that we have to compete against to try and get our toy on the market and get to sold to children. These would include Lego, here, Duplo, Barbie, and even Hasbro.
For our prototype and design specifications, we wanted interchangeable parts so that kids could have fun mixing and matching and making whatever figure they wanted out of their different action figure parts. We wanted no sharp edges so that kids would not get cut or scraped while using the action figure, and we wanted it to be non-hazardous in other ways for while kids were using it. So it would be non-toxic material, and all the parts would be big enough that they would not be able to be choked on if a kid would try to swallow it. For the design specifications, here we have the body. It's 3 inches tall by 1.5 inches wide by 1 inch deep. There's an attachment point on the top of the body for the head, 1 on each side for the arms, and 2 on the bottom for the legs. Here's the head. It is a 1 inch diameter sphere, and the attachment point is on the bottom of the sphere. This is the leg. It's 2 3/4 inches tall. The foot is about 3/4 of an inch wide and 1 1/4 inch deep. The attachment point is on the top right here of the leg. This is the arm. It's in 3 pieces. So this is the first part, the upper arm, which has the attachment point to connect to the body, as well as the female end of the elbow joint. This is the lower arm, which has the male end of the elbow joint. The upper and lower arms connect using these pegs here, right here, which fit into the holes on the upper arm. Finally, we have the hand, which has a hole so that the figure can hold onto accessories. The fully assembled arm is approximately 2 inches in length.
Because this is a universal design project, we had to focus on making our toy universally accessible by all types of kids. Whether they're boy, girl, like I said, there's going to be no age or gender restrictions for the toy. Even if they have a disability, our toy can be used by whoever, whenever they want. Also, our toy is very easy to play with. Every part can be detached and attached in whatever way you want, as well as the parts being intuitive in their positioning, based on arms being upper at the chest, at the torso, legs being obviously below the body.
So what about the potential design impacts? It has to do with manufacturing. We currently use the 3D printing, which is neither the fastest or most reliable, and after every printing you often have to use sandpaper to smooth out the edges.
Our next plan for this project is to work on a more effective manufacturing process. Currently, with the 3D modeling, we have about $4 for every single product. And if we were to move into an injection molding type of process, we would cut that cost by over 50% to $1.85 for every single product. And that's just for materials alone. It would jump up to a rate of over $2 just to work on manufacturing costs and everything like that. If we were about to make about 100,000 products, we would end up harboring that cost. One of the main features of our design, as you can see it is here, is that the parts are interchangeable. So we printed out little knobs on here that can go inside of these little female joints that have holes here and allow for flexibility of the arm, as you can see here. And then as it's attached, it can move back and forth and even hold things such as a shield in one hand, and can also be exchanged out for a hammer, as you can see here. And you can even use them both on the same person, and there are also additional configurations that we can add, such as different colored legs of a different thickness. That wasn't supposed to happen. And we can also add on a different head. All of these parts are made so that they can interchange very easily and will fit with a friction fit, so that when they're let go, they will work perfectly fine, and then they pull out very easily. This conforms with our universal design aspect in that the central body has different sides that make sure that the ports are easily recognizable by the user, and we have 2 holes in the bottom for the legs, and then 1 on the upper part of each side for the arms, and then on the opposite side of the legs there is a part in the middle for the head to be attached. That way we can create our action figure in whatever configuration the user would like. And I'm now reconfiguring it so that it is in its regular form, and that the user can do with it whatever they would like. There you have it. That's our action figure.